What's going on? What's going on, Plug family?
What it do? What it do?
Salem Avenue.
I'm sharing the link.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Salem Ave tape volume 3. Today we got Kent Mellows.
What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking?
What's going on, brother? We got King Ami.
Howdy do?
Man.
I like to be a cowboy sometimes, you know.
Howdy do?
He's a character, dog.
You getting started already, man.
Okay. So, before we get into the music, I gotta say this. Viewer discretion is advised. This is just for corporate reasons, for business purposes. I'm saying that.
Fact.
I don't believe in censorship personally, but for business reasons, we're gonna say viewer discretion is advised because these guys are raw, these guys are real, and they coming with the actual factuals. Listen. All our people on Facebook, if for at any point in time the music cuts out or it gets choppy or what have you, head over to YouTube, link in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat for you all. We all over the place and we only growing and we only expanding. Man, Salem Avenue tape 3.
Yeah, man, we volume 3 in it, man.
I heard 1. I heard 2. I've heard. What was the one with the yacht? Better late than never
is just before volume 2. So volume 1 and then Better Late Than Never, and then we volume 2 and we volume 3 in it.
You know what I like about these guys? The work ethic.
Talk that shit, man.
It doesn't stop.
Word.
It doesn't stop for Salem Ave. So how did y'all come together before we get into the music? We're gonna get to the music in a second, people. But how did y'all come together?
Well, for starters, man, this is my cousin.
Okay.
So it was, in that regard, it was already easy as far as the relationship, being formed. I've known this man my whole life, obviously. But on the music tip, man, I want to say, I think the first time I ever found out that he could rap, well. I think I was still in the Navy, man. This was my second or third year in the Navy, and he had sent me some things. I don't even know if he sent them to me. I think I just kind of stumbled upon them. And we connected a couple times, while I was still in the service. He was in college.
Gotcha.
So we connected a couple times back then, but it wasn't what it is now. It's really turned into this in the last 2.5 years or so.
Okay, I got you. Again, all artists, aspiring artists, to get on the level of what we're about to listen to. Work ethic.
Facts.
Work ethic, dedication.
Damn, bro, you be making me feel good, man.
Hey, man, the people that work hard deserve to feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones that don't work that hard that don't deserve to feel good. That's how I feel about it.
I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Y'all got a nice setup in here, man. Y'all ain't no rookies, man. And I appreciate that. This ain't y'all first rodeo, and that's it's much appreciated on this end. I want y'all to know that.
Absolutely.
I'll take a nap in here, man. Feel good in here.
Highly. Gratitude.
AC on and everything.
Now we about to get into the music. Again, I gotta say, link in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. If the music cuts off on Facebook, I assure you it's gonna be there on the YouTube. So stay with us, stick with us, and stay plugged in. DJ, let us know what we got. Oof.
Scar.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be listening.
First of all, my man got the radio voice on pat. If y'all ever need somebody to run your radio show, hit him up, man. Gotta do.
Word.
Welcome to America, the land of lost souls, where the skeletons in my closet are trying on my clothes. Man, of course I'm terrified, but I wipe the snot from my nose. Don't nobody give a fuck what you going through. Just go, you gotta keep going. Don't stop in the middle, cause when it come to shit, I like the pop of the little. Man, you can stand next to me, but you can't stand next to me, nigga. Read between the lines if you need to, make the font bigger.
Word.
Welcome to
I like what I'm listening to so far.
The place to be.
Salem Maps. Salem Maps. Bigger bag, but the notepad still in it. I'ma start it now. Coach rap, real minutes, real minutes. What's a real sentence? A book in jail. And all them dope boys know you never cook and tell. Is you high or you hydrated? I'm sorry that I had to leave, but you was high maintenance. She was time wasted. She kept the pistol in the high waisted. Then them bars with a lot of patience. Well, I'm not to play with. It used to be the CVS, but now it's shit is school. They told us never do the drugs like it isn't cool. Got me floating on these trees like an inner tube. Champagne spills and glass tables get wiped clean. Fudge rhymes in my vanilla ice cream. Sharing laughter with my kinfolk. Rotating big smoke. They asked me if I'm down. I said 10 toes. I said I'm down, Kimpo. Crane kicks to the tempo. Ask me if it's simple. Sword to the lymph node. A jungle outside on the porch with a hippo. Grab the quarter. Then he say. This ain't a wishing well, but I wish you well. We prisoners of the moment, just in different cells. You say you want the news, gonna get the mail. All I know is how to win, we ain't get the feel.
Turn up.
Bitch, don't you come around me no more. I don't got no time for you. You got something on your mind. Do I give a fuck? I don't. Shimmy, y'all, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Shimmy, y'all, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, yeah. Bitch, don't you come around me no more. I don't got no time for you. You got something on your mind. Do I give a fuck? I don't.
Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Shimmy, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Amazing way to start the project.
That's one of them ones, man.
Absolutely. It was
ones.
just, I was just going off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And made it, you know what I'm saying, a little jig, a little bop to it.
Absolutely,
You know
man.
what I
At the
mean?
end, you got to turn up, start dancing. There's got to be a little bit of bounce.
Oh man. Beautiful.
But there's some significance to this record I'd like to speak on before we move
Please
on,
do.
man.
Please do.
So the song is called Scar. Scar is an acronym for, as you heard in the record, Santa Claus Ain't Real.
Right.
For most of us, well, first off, not everything that bruises you leaves a scar. Okay?
That's a fact.
And for most of us, the first bruise that we remember having that didn't leave a scar is when we found out that Santa Claus wasn't real.
Right. Absolutely.
So the purpose of that record, well, really the purpose of this entire project, if you listen to it all the way through, it's a story.
Got you.
It's a story that you know, it starts with Scar to kind of get you up. You know, to get you up, get you moving, you know, kind of get your attention like, oh, okay, wait a minute, I probably should pay attention to what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And then you find hope.
Facts.
You know, be the one. What we gonna listen to next? And by the end, you know, it's like, man, I need a break, man.
Yeah. But that Scar is, you know, that's an alternative to shit happens, or it is what it is, or it be like that sometimes. You know, if you find yourself in a situation where you knew that this could go left, you know,
I mean, it wasn't a reality for you yet.
You feel me?
It wasn't a reality. Right.
You know, it's like your mama might tell you, oh, that girl ain't no good for you. But until you actually figure out, or until you tell somebody, say that fire is hot, don't touch that damn fire, man. And you be like, listen, I'm impregnable. Like I'm a fortress, you know. And then that fire is hot, and you burn yourself. Now you hurt. Now you crying, and your mom was like, I told you. And so those moments, you know, where it's like, you knew it wasn't no fat dude in your chimney eating your cookies. You know what I'm saying? Coming down at night, you just,
absolutely.
It just, you know, you had to see it, you had to figure it out for it to be true for you.
And then it raises the question, like, people have had an issue with us for the acronym SCAR, as far as, you know, saying Santa Claus ain't real. And my question is, are we the bad guys for saying what we say? Or does it lie on the opposition as to why are we so pressed on lying to these kids?
It's not about Santa Claus at this point now, you know.
It ain't about Santa Claus. It's never been about Santa Claus. It's never been about Santa Claus. So I got questions, you know, that I want answers to, as far as, you know, where did this phenomenon come from?
I bet you ain't nobody got an answer, though, man.
Absolutely, because I know when I have kids, I ain't got no kids yet, but when Omni has kids, It's not gonna be a fat white guy taking credit
for your hard work out here.
For them gifts under the tree. I'm sorry. This is not,
real.
I worked too hard for that.
That's real. That's real.
It has to hurt for your child to come up to you like, Santa Claus got me an Xbox. You're like, hey, listen, I got to tell you right now, because that was $500, $600. That was me. I could have put that in the gas tank. I could have put that anywhere else, but I put it in you, son or daughter.
That didn't come from the North Pole. That came from Fifth Third Bank. All right.
You know what I'm saying? That came from Walmart, man. That's not, no, bro. Ain't nobody put that together.
Word. That's just one of the ideas that, at our live shows, we usually speak on is, believe in yourself and trust yourself. Your instincts are usually right. Have some faith in who you are and how you feel, and believe you. What's best for you. So, believe you at every opportunity, at every turn. So,
but you still gonna have the scars, man.
Facts.
They are. You can't miss that.
It's gonna hurt.
You can't not run into it.
But I will say that I 100% agree with that philosophy, because I can tell you from personal experience, every single time I went against my instincts, listened to what somebody else had to say, the situation always turned out negative.
That's fair.
Always turned out negative. So if I'm going to have a negative situation, it might as well be off of, you know what I'm saying?
Your ideals.
Exactly.
Not somebody else.
What did black folks do? I can do bad all by myself.
And I sure damn girls can.
Oh my God. All right.
Absolutely.
So what's next, man?
Yeah, this is.
So this one is actually
Hold on, fellas.
Yeah, please.
I think we got too little time. So what we're going to do is we're going to tack that on to the next segment. We're going to go to quick commercial break, and then we're going to be back with the plug listening sesh so we can get this full in-depth story.
For sure.
Stay plugged in. Stay plugged in. Salem Ave. Going in and out. I'm the etc. Kent Mellows, King Ami.
Word.
It's Salem Ave with their latest release, Salem Ave Tape Volume 2.
This 3.
Oh, 3. I'm sorry. I apologize. I
It's
apologize.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. There's more.
I apologize.
There's more.
There's more on the way?
Absolutely.
There's more?
There's always more on the way, man.
It's that work ethic. It's that work ethic, people. Oh my God. Okay, so you were about to set up the scene for the next one.
Yeah,
What's happening?
So
this storyboard.
So when we first started out, man, me and my cousin, we was making a lot of solos, man. We was making a lot of solo records. We was passing them back and forth, like, hey, check this out. How you feeling this? Do you like this? Do you not? Like, what's good about this? What's not, you know? Mm-hmm. And so what we ended up doing was we ended up dropping a bunch of singles first. Before we even had anything at Salem Avenue, you know, he was Kent Mellows, I was King Ami. And I had this song, man. It's still out there, you know, it's called Be the One. Okay. And Be the One actually has done the most streams for me personally as a solo artist.
Okay.
It has done great numbers. People love it. People hate me for they don't hate me, I'm joking. People be talking bad about me for they don't even talk bad. They just shame me a little bit. They be like, man, you know, you need to do more like that, you know. But it's like this is one of them songs that was like really great. So with this one, I came to my cousin and I was like, I got an idea, bro. Part 2. This time, Kent Mellows is here. This time, you know, there's a little bit more vibe. This time, you know, there's something that you can do. You can vibe with. This time, it's a remix. It's a part 2, and we came up with Be the One Part 2. So we had a really good time making this song. I hope y'all enjoy it. You know, you still, man, leave the comments, you know, I talked about it in the video. Y'all saw the damn thing, man. Leave your comments, leave your love, man. Let us know if you got any questions, all right?
All right. Let's get to it.
Oh, yeah, hey. Will you be the one? Will you be the one? Oh, yeah. Diamond on your hand. Now this ain't no fun. Oh, yeah. Will you be the one? Will you be the one? Oh, yeah. Diamond on your hand. Now this ain't no fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Be the one. Will you be the one? Dancing by the lake. Oh, dancing by the lake. Somewhere out of state. Oh, yeah. Will you be the one? Will you be the one? Oh, yeah. Love is on the way. I don't wanna waste time. Oh, no. Love is on the way. Love. Will you be the one? Hey. Will you be the one? Tell me we can make this work. Will you be the one? Will you be the one? Oh.
Shot.
Will you be the one? Yeah.
Do you wanna be the one by my side while I make this ride? Or do you wanna be the salty ex I left behind? We used to laugh in my studio apartment.
Yeah.
Now we sharing laughs in the studio while my songs play. Time has went. And if you ain't careful, it'll pass you by.
Oh, yeah.
And it won't ask you why. Time waits for no guy. Time waits for no man.
Damn.
Clockwork, both hands. I need a right one and a left one. I need to know where you stand. I need to know in advance. Do you wanna be the one? Yeah, we can vibe right now. But can we keep this up? Cause I'ma die 1,000 deaths to grow into who I'll become. Pictures worth 1,000 words, but somehow all at once. Late nights, can I call you up? Lady, can I call you bruh? Or you gon' tell me that you ain't my bro and state the obvious? Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the one, will you be the one?
Dancing by the lake.
Oh, dancing by the lake, somewhere out of state. Oh yeah,
Will you be the one?
will you be the one? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Love is on the way.
I don't wanna waste time.
That's my special move, y'all. Yeah. That's my special, bro. I do that on a lot of songs, man.
Be the one.
It's my favorite part of the song just because, like, it's a vibe. You know, this is where you get your pre-roll, you know, together. This is where you might pour you start where you pouring your drink, man.
Word.
You riding down the street and the street lights is hitting you every few seconds, man. This is that right here.
Let it breathe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Gotta let it breathe, because they don't let it breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boat rides in the Amazon, safari out in Africa. You the bond like .com. You the bond like Pakistan. It ain't easy being with you, it ain't easy without. Forget that arguing like what was all that screaming about. Laid up all day, we ain't leaving the couch. Like how much do you really love me, girl? I needed them out. I needed them out. needed them out. I needed them out. Girl, I needed them out. I got vocals, something like that.
I needed them out. How much do you love me?
I ain't Usher, but
bring it up. Bring it up.
Come on, man. Can I weigh this on a scale? How much is this? All right,
man.
So that, like I said, that song,
that's a vibe. That's
big
a groove.
vibes. You know,
that's a groove.
I expect people to. First of all, a lot of people have already, but as time goes on, I expect people to really continue to, fall in love with that song for what it is, just the good vibes, and it eases the mind. I like to make songs where, you might have had a stressful day, but, at the end of the day, you can actually sit down with this, whether you want to watch TV, you cooking, whatever you doing, it just kind of eases you.
Facts.
Kind of takes away the stresses of everything that's happening outside, because we here right now.
Absolutely.
And as a group, one of the things that come with being a duo, having a partner in rhyme is, we're very, very different.
Mm-hmm. I'm the king of vibes, man.
So even though there may be, obviously, we have a lot of songs together, but the part that you don't see is how these songs come about.
Right.
And they usually begin with either him or I. So if once you become more and more familiar with us as individuals, you'll probably be able to depict which Salem Avenue song, where it kind of grew from.
Got you.
So for Be the One, as far as, man, making the vibey records, man, making the, the slower, the more subtle, the more R&B type of records, with those vibey middles, with those nice riffs and those dope bridges, harmonies. That's always coming from this guy.
Word.
That's always coming from this guy. 10 times out of 9, he's the product of those type of records.
I'm the product of, Erykah Badu, Mary J. I'm the product of what I was riding to in the back seat while moms was driving down the road,
Got you.
And so that was a big, Stevie Wonder, man, just, being able to ride and actually pick up those different runs and things that they do, it actually bleeds over into the things that I actually produce myself.
It's what makes being a group dope,
Absolutely.
People have this thing that they say about us, and at first we were, we offered resistance to it.
You ain't gotta do this, man.
And I'm doing it. But it becomes,
let him speak.
It becomes much more true. The more music we drop, if, let's say, for instance, you're displaying to someone what Salem Avenue was to somebody who doesn't know, and you had to compare it to something. Usually, the thing that we get is, imagine if Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole made a group together. And they became a duo.
And it's crazy because he ain't
it's not an exaggeration.
If he was saying this and nobody was saying it, I'd be like, hey, shut up, man, shut up. But no, this is really a thing where people will say that to us, and I'm like, bro, you don't have to do this either. We could be Salem Ave, but I understand too where that can be a compliment, so I take that as well. And
you have to be able to see the compliments in a lot of things. No one is being disrespectful. When they compare you to 3 of the 5 juggernauts in music right now. Right.
Juggernaut, that's a good one.
No one is insulting you when it comes to that. So you have to be able to receive that, and that's actually something him and I had to discuss and had to work on with one another, because I'm Kent Mellows, bro.
All day.
Yeah.
All day.
And I'm King Ami, bro. King of vibes.
Absolutely.
And it definitely is, out of all the conversations that we have, that is one of them. Where it's like, hey man, maybe we should just, accept the compliment and move on, instead of kind of tussling with this idea, because maybe what happens is you like he was talking about yesterday, you see all of these names, Sean John and Dreamville, and then you see right next to him, you see Salem Avenue. Right. So now maybe there's a young rapper, there's a young artist that's coming out, and they rapping and kind of have some vibes that kind of resemble us. And now they like, bro, you sound like Salem Avenue. You sound like
absolutely.
Mellows,
Yeah.
They gonna have to deal with kind of their thoughts and the way that they deal with that, because at some point, people are able to distinguish you from other artists. It's just right now, this is what we do as human beings, bro. We find something and then we try to compare it It's just how it is. You know, the new Call of Duty come out and you're like, this is just like the other Call of Duty. You know, the new burger at Burger King come out and you're like, this tastes like the burger at McDonald's, you know?
Absolutely. Our brains operate off of familiarity as a human. So we only have what we already know to go off of.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? I can say that even though I do hear what they're saying, I haven't heard artists like y'all really, because the things that y'all talk about, y'all can really rap about anything.
Yeah.
Like literally anything. Y'all were rapping about having a party till the cops
noise complaint.
Noise complaint.
That's
Black Cop. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting a hook on Black Cop. If y'all, Salem Avenue Part 2, Salem Avenue Tape Volume 2.
If you a Black Cop, go listen to that.
Listen to Black Cop. The hook alone blew my mind. It was dope. It was witty. It was clever. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like how my lyricists, but also y'all come with the vibes. Y'all come with the bangers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of lyrics, something that you said on the last record blew me away because it's just, y'all have that relatable, I call it a relatable texture. You know what I'm saying? Not just like a relatable feel, but it, like you said, have to die 1,000 times just to see who I become.
Yeah. Pictures worth 1,000 words, but somehow all at once. Yeah,
man.
It's bro, man. I can't tell you how many times I thought I was right about something, and I had to go back to the drawing board. Yesterday's price is not today's price, and that doesn't just go for you guys. That goes for me as well.
Yeah.
By
any means.
Even when someone is dealing with themselves. So, if you don't raise your expectations of you and what you want for you, you're going to stay in the same spot, man.
Yeah.
And this rapping thing, man, it's one of the things that I'm really, really confident about myself, man. Everybody has their thing. Everybody has their thing that they do, and that's fine. Lou Will was born to hoop. Barack was born to be a politician. Tom Brady was born to play football. Kim Mellows and King Ami is here to rap.
Word.
To make music.
Word.
Like this is exactly what's supposed to happen. This is exactly where we are supposed to be. And we move with that intention. This isn't.
Oh, the segue. Did you?
Absolutely. Because the next record is called Intentions. The next record is called Intentions, and working with intention is very, very important. You have to be intentional with yourself and everyone in your circle.
And what are your intentions, man? I don't know.
What are my intentions? Well, when you think of Maybach Music, when you think of October's Very Own, when you think of Top Dog Entertainment, when you think of Cash Money, Young Money,
taking over for the 99 into the 2000s.
Records,
yes, sir.
When you think of these people and you think of these entities,
don't forget.
Ensure that you mention Salem Avenue Music Group as well.
Don't forget the MG.
It's one and the same, my guy. It's one and the same. One and the fucking same.
That stamp.
And if it isn't seen now, just give it some time.
When you talk about Iron Man,
the certification.
When you talk about Superman, I know they're different. I'm a nerd, so don't play me. When you talk about the Hulk, you talk about all these superheroes, you make sure you say Salem Avenue as well, man.
Word. Right. With that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Yeah. Going to come right back with the plug listening sesh. Salem Avenue Tape Volume 3, people. They already got 2. If you haven't checked it out, check out those 2 as well. We'll be right back. Stay plugged in.
Plug.
the man, the God, Omni, etc. I'm here with a couple of gods. Kent Mellows, King Omni. There's Salem Avenue.
Sheesh.
Just released Salem Ave tape volume 3.
Facts.
Oh my God. We've been vibing, folks. Before we get into this next one, I'd like to remind the audience, as I will continue to do so. If it cuts out on Facebook, YouTube link in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. You have no excuse, because I made no excuse for you.
It's all on you now, man.
Let's get to it.
So we was
Intentions? Yeah. Nah, let's run it.
Let's run it.
Dum. I love this intro, man. It gives you a time to get ready. Prepare.
You wake up and you sit in church.
It's gonna be hard to leave this one behind after you hear it. It's gonna be hard to leave this one behind.
The rest is bullshit.
It's already heavy. It's heavy already.
Ha ha.
What a urine. Yeah. What a urine. Oh. What are your intentions? What are your intentions? Yeah. What are your intentions? Yeah. What are your intentions? Shit. Ayo, I intend to be great. I intend to be me. A man that live in his faith, intending to get away from this limited place, limited space, limited ways to get to the cake. What are your intentions? My thoughts are my worst enemy. My energy is cock blocking my energy. Heart forever defending me, yearning for something better. Down to the very letter. King Ami, a trendsetter. King Ami is God. Don't mistake me for no fucking rapper. Become a god amongst men, but tell me what comes after fish scales or fish platters. Either way, we pushing weight. I'm working hard, I'm looking great, but sometimes I look away. I ain't perfect, I ain't no godsend. I'm evidence of hard work, up in the top 10. And I ain't 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, or 2, though, cause I was forced to love you, girl. But what are your intentions? I intend to be real. I intend to be real. Yeah. I intend to be real. What are your intentions? I intend to be great. Yeah. I intend to be great. I intend to be great. What are your intentions? I intend to be whole. I intend to be whole. I intend to be whole. What are your intentions? I intend to be happy. I intend to be happy. What are your intentions? Where are you intending to be? Where? What are your intentions for me? If you have any. If love was a sport, it'd probably be badminton. What the fuck are we doing? If you wasn't interested in me, why you pursuing me? You know what? Don't answer that. If you persuade me, I'm foolish. Enough of this. It's time to focus on me, myself, and I. Used to send you paragraphs, but now I barely reply. That was the old me and the excuses he provide. They was so full of shit, I'm surprised you ain't see the flies, but you never did. You would beg me for the truth, I wouldn't tell you it. Hindsight was 20/20, that's some selfish shit. But these are my intentions. At the moment, it's honorable mentions, but one day you won't be considered honorable until you mention us. The nigga shit stuck. Carry your intentions. I intend to be real. I intend to be real. I intend to be real. What are your intentions? I intend to be great. Yeah. I intend to be great. I intend to be great. What are your intentions? I intend to be whole. I intend to be whole. I intend to be whole. What are your intentions? I intend to be happy. I intend to be happy.
Intentions,
man.
Move out here with intentions.
What are they?
Sheesh.
Have you ever asked yourself that question?
Don't be fly by night with it. You know what I'm saying? Plan to execute and execute the plan.
Facts.
I mean, has anybody ever really answered that question? You know, what do you intend to do? What do you intend to be? Where do you intend to go? How do you intend to end up, you know, in life?
Sometimes you just got to go.
You feel me, man?
Sometimes you just got to go.
There's a story behind this record, man. And This would be my first time telling the world this shit. Me and him done discussed this a million times, but this would be my first time telling the world this, man.
Gotcha.
Buckle up.
So we have very, very different writing styles. Meaning, you know, the way we come to our conclusions on our verses is very, very different. For me, and this isn't to say that he doesn't do this. This is just me speaking personally. I got these little notebooks that I carry with me. I probably got like 20 of these motherfuckers. These just little notepads. I got pens everywhere, all over my room, all over my car, and I'm constantly writing down whatever it is that's coming to my mind. Whether it's a bar, whether it's a phrase, like for instance, what the fuck is a black cop beats me. How's that for a double entendre?
Yeah.
That's just me going throughout my day, life just happening, it coming to me writing it down in a book. And me sharing it with him and we agreeing that's something. We didn't know what it was, but that's, you know, something. And ultimately, you know, it ended up turning into the hook of the record and, you know, it became what it became. But the reason Intentions is significant in my journey as an artist is every time I would go into the studio, I would have something, be it a phrase written down in a book, an idea, a concept, whatever it is. I would always have something. So I was never working from a deficit as an artist.
Got you.
And when you do that, you more or less hinder yourself when you get into a situation where, well, now you got to write this shit on the spot. So me and him, we had I don't know what we had going on, but we ended up having to drive to Ohio to go to the studio separately. I had to take my whip and he had to take his. So we were separate on our way up there. And I ended up putting together a song while I was in the car, blah, blah, blah. He ended up putting together a song when he was in the car that ultimately turned into Intentions.
And really, I didn't have much, honestly. We don't, and that's the thing. We don't come in the studio 100% done with a song.
Facts.
Because we leave room for creation and you know, innovation and things of that nature.
Right.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
But that was the first time that it was ever up to me to figure it out right then and there. You feel me? Like this was this was the first time like, oh shit, I gotta write this 16 now. Cause I didn't have any knowledge of the song. We hadn't discussed it. There was no conversation. So it was okay, cool. You gotta, like, you know, now we gotta see if your pen game is what you've been saying it is. You know, you've been talking cash shit your whole life. You know, you can rap, you can make music, yeah, but on the spot right now, right here, right now, can you write a dope 16 on the spot?
So it pushed your pen.
Challenge, and that's and if anybody gets anything from this, man, it's challenge yourself.
Exactly.
Always.
If you like, man, you know, I gotta, even with these 16s that we do, I realized, man, because something about these 16s, my man is somewhat of a beast when it comes to memorization.
Oh, absolutely.
Like when it comes to that, I don't have like he got it. So for him, you know, it seems like something that he's used to doing. But for me, from episode 1, man, I've had to pivot, man, and learn to not only come up with these 16s, but then make sure that I remember them when it's time to recite them. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to, and this is not a song that's recorded. This is nothing like that. This is just, these are the things that we've put together for ourselves, you know, and it's all up to me. You know, it's like, hey, cuz you ready? And you be like, oh, damn it. I guess, you know, that was the first one, you know, now I'm like, bro, let's get to it. You know, and we in there and we out. And we went.
And it's whatever with these verses now.
Yeah. But like at the beginning, man, it was a struggle, you know, because as you move through these things, you're going to find reasons why you might not be the greatest at something. But I promise, if you just kind of tackle that and hurdle that and then, you know, make it part of your bag, it becomes a strength.
Your demeanor should be stoic. You can finish at the basket, not work on your floater. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Like and also once again, having that partner in rhyme that you can say like, look, man, I don't have this shit all the way down. You know, I don't have a full 16. Like being able to say to your homie, like, yo, man, this is the situation I'm going through with this particular record. This is what it's looking like for me. And them just be like, okay, well, I know when it's time for you to do what you got to do. I know that you're going to do it. So,
Absolutely.
You know, you got to, you know, work through whatever you got to work through in your own time. I trust you as an artist.
which is tough because you can't really trust everybody to just do that, you know. But that's that work ethic. That's that kind of trust in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it goes a long way, man.
And it's a respect too, man. You know, it's a respect to, you know, accept that criticism and you know, almost invite it, you know, when it's necessary.
Man,
you know,
if your left hand ain't good, you know, that's an opportunity to make your left hand one of your best moves.
For real.
Word. No, you gotta. Let me say this very, very plain and clear. You have to accept criticism. I even like that y'all took it a step further and said invite criticism because it only is going to make you better at the end of the day.
Honestly.
And if it makes you better, it makes the people around you better. So that makes the team better.
But even us saying this right now is a scar moment because if ain't nobody really tried to put that effort towards working on that left hand, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get to a point where they like, I see what they were saying.
Exactly. You going to need that left hand.
You going to need it because when it's time to finish at the basket with the left, you know, and you out of luck, you try to go with the right, they're going to pin it off the backboard. So it's like, get it together now. And, you know, like I said, me saying this right now might not even reach some people until it actually happens, until the moment comes where they need that bucket. You know, we keep talking about basketball because that's what we do a lot, especially on the pod.
Big hoop.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at it.
So until they need that bucket, then it's gonna click. You know, something clicks, and you just like, that's what they was talking.
You
about.
feel me? But with that comes like a to kind of draw a parallel between, you know, one of the things that we both had to work on, like him remembering his rhymes. At this point, we passed. Can you rap? We passed, can you put together a verse? We passed, do you know how to do what you do? We passed that point.
Right.
All you got to do is remember the shit. Yeah. So it's like if you done came all this way and the only thing you got to do at this point is remember it, you doing pretty fucking good.
Absolutely.
Now work on that part of it.
And it's a little different because...
Let me tell y'all, not to cut you off, but remembering, especially with the amount of work ethic you guys have, remembering your verses... So, like, I've been in places where when I was out and about doing my thing, I've been in places where I would rap entire other verses to entire other songs than what the beat was playing at the time. Yeah. Even, like, if it was the same tempo or around the same. Yeah. So, like, remembering your verse, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you're at that point where you have to remember your verse is a great thing because it's just another testament to how hard you guys work.
It's usually, and it's like, the verses are easy for the songs, right?
Facts.
When you're doing a freestyle and this is recorded and it's just you. Man. It's a little different because you got about a week or two to really put this together. You know, you really got limited amount of time. Facts. This is something you do before you go to bed. This is something you do when you wake up in the morning. This is something you do while you're taking a shower. That is, you feel me? It's different than when we get on stage because when we're on stage, man, you know, I got the beat with me. I've already recorded this song. This song's already a thing. But I'm telling you, man, these freestyles are something else.
Exactly. And then beats. on the other side, as far as, you know, what I was having issues with, like him bringing that record to me and challenging me, set me up to where it don't matter what the fuck going on now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm on
the spot.
Like I got some shit for you in my book. I can write some shit for you off the top. Like I'm like, you know, we can do whatever. But I wouldn't have known that if he didn't come to me with that challenge. Now I don't know that he knew that's what he was doing at the time, but that's what it was for me. You know, and it was, bro. It was.
Well, I mean, you start to realize that when, and I'm gonna go back to the left hand. You start to realize that when everybody else is using their left hand to get past this certain challenge, now we have to use our left hand because right. You know the rest of the team is using their left, and so
facts.
And that happens in a lot of different things, man. It ain't just one thing, and it ain't just one person. You know, like somebody might be really good at shooting, but if you ain't a good shooter, you better figure it out because every time you miss a three, they kill one of your family members. You know, now you're like, golly, but I should have been. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
now
I should have been shooting out here.
To segue into the next record, like this is really like what it all comes down to, man. Like this is a testament to the work ethic that you keep mentioning. Like this is a testament to not just us as artists, but everyone in here is multiple things to multiple people. For instance, you know, you're somebody's son. You know, you may or may not be somebody's brother. You may or may not be somebody's uncle, somebody's grandson. You know, you're somebody's employee. You know, when you hop in your whip, you know, you're a driver. You know, when you go and watch a sporting event, you know, you're a fan, you're a spectator. Like, there are so many different requirements of us as individuals that sometimes it's important to take a break. Sometimes it's very, 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 very important to take a break and just sit the fuck down. You know, maybe you need to take 20 minutes and go get your favorite food and your favorite drink and just eat it and drink it and do nothing else but that.
Absolutely.
It's very, very, very important.
He said this.
Yeah. He spoke on this.
Oh, man.
But, you know, I like to think of it as a computer. You know, you got RAM. And as you open up different apps and different things, it takes up a little bit of RAM here and there. And so you got to close some of those apps, you know, and that way you can kind of free up the computer to run faster.
Talk your tech shit.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I always think of that in that way, man. Like, if you got something on your mind, a math problem, a verse that you're trying to remember, you know, sometimes you get to put that down, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. For those of you that are wondering why I was laughing while this man's talking, no disrespect to him.
No, yeah.
It's just the person that's currently at the controls happens to tell me to take a break all the time.
Yeah.
And I just want to keep going.
And he got a look when it was said.
Man.
This is the song for you, man.
Let's hear it.
This is the song for you.
Let's hear it.
I actually love this one, man, a lot. We start off talking like I'm in the break room right now, you know.
Can't wait to get off. In the break room,
falling asleep
at the wheel. I used to dream of being a rapper to see how it feel. Beats, headphones, loud as fuck by the salad bar. I wrote a mean ass verse by the caviar. I be tired, I admit it, I'm tired. I'm tired like the shocks on my Honda Civic outside. It's 12 o'clock for now and I gotta get up at 5. Already falling asleep, guess I don't need to get high. Lord, give me a sign, bags under my eyes. When I picture my future, man, I ain't picture this guy. My future brighter than produce department, apples aside. A couple months later, that's when I quit my job. This ain't a story of quitting, this shit about redemption. Our dreams fell apart quicker than we would like to mention. Close your eyes, neck pillow on a little train. Rain clouds rain down on the window pane.
I got.
Yeah, I gotta take a break now. Bloody to the face now, just so I don't break down. Home on a Greyhound, I gotta take a break now. Hey yo, I gotta take a break now. Bloody to the face now, just so I don't break down. Home on a Greyhound, I gotta take a break now. This is a picture I'm painting right now, and then he comes in and takes it even more for us.
Thought of being left alone. All the bullshit we was sold, standing out there in the cold, checking mail, skinning bones.
Yeah.
Deep pieces to the puzzle, they don't go together. They know each other, shit more than likely they co-defenders. Know it's in this.
Wow.
Longer than he been alive. I need a break from being black. I need a break from being brown. I need a break from being, if you know what I mean. Every other day some shit is running across the TV screen. I need a break from all the lies that we was told. Shit, I need a break from all the blinds that's being folded. I got a question. Why don't y'all want us to see the light? It seemed like y'all don't want us to know that we was right. Break now, bloody to the face now, just so I don't break down. Home on the Greyhound, I gotta take a break now. I gotta take a break now. I gotta take a break now, bloody to the face now, just so I don't break down. Home on the Greyhound, I gotta take a break now.
It's a run, man.
I gotta take a break.
Okay.
I gotta take a break. I gotta take a break. I gotta take a break. I need to take a break. You need to take a break. We should all take a break. Listen to these words, man.
I'm listening.
This is one of his specialties, you know. He's his word.
Right now, honestly, but you know, do we cause, right? So we get up and we do what we gotta do. But you know, we get lost in the sauce sometimes. I know this shit can get wicked, but I believe in you. You know, because I believe in me, and you know, I got shortcomings just like everybody else. So you know, if you woke up today, you know, shout out to you. Shout. I need a break now, bloody to the face now, just so I don't break down. Home on the Greyhound, I gotta take a break now. Man, you should take a break now. Man, you should take a break now. Bloody to the face now, just so I don't break down. Home on the Greyhound, I gotta take a break now. I gotta take a break.
This is music. You
That's,
understand me?
Honestly,
she liked that one. She liked that one.
You know, I feel like that's gonna be on a movie very soon. I don't know whose movie, but I feel like that one's gonna be used as the song that you go out on. You know, like that the movie ends on. Yeah. And, you know, they just riding off in the sunset, or, you know, they riding whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Like you just saved the world and then you go back to being an ordinary
on the way to
person.
take a break.
We zooming out, you know,
on the way to take a break.
We looking in the window, we zooming out of the window, and we in the sky, and then, you know, it's just, I need a break now.
You know that
the clouds come in slow motion.
You know what I'm saying? You see like a bird and you know, and it's an eagle. And,
you know the last scene with Paul Walker and a event. It's been a long day.
This is that.
With that, take a break.
Take a break.
This is take a break.
Take a break.
This is that home on the Greyhound. It's raining. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take a break now.
So it's you know, do yourself a favor when you can, even when you can't. Take a fucking break.
Bro, you got an Xbox, you got a PlayStation at home, just chilling. You ain't touched it. You know, you got Netflix series you ain't watched. Man, go watch that shit. Quit playing with yourself.
Take a break.
Get off that damn homework, man.
So you saying even when I can't take a break, take a break.
Yep. Sometimes you got to create what we call boundaries. All right, now it's getting deep because people don't create boundaries with anybody in their life. They just let these motherfuckers walk all over them, and instead of being like, "Cuz I don't got it today. I cannot hang with you today. I want to take a break. Is that okay?" You know what I'm saying?
Word.
If the person is real and they really understand you and they get it, they're going to say, okay, that's cool. And they're going to go about their business. But for somebody to call you and you easily be that accessible, you know, it's like it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help the person that that's trying to hang with you or whatever. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't help the next day because the next day you tired. Like it doesn't help anything.
Word.
So definitely, man, take those breaks, create those boundaries, and be intentional with yourself, and be the one. Wait a minute, I'm on to something. That
he's on it. Okay,
I'm on to something. So
are we straight? Hey,
yeah,
all right,
real quick, just wrap it up.
Okay, the wrap up. So,
gotcha.
All in all, man, we want y'all to keep streaming this project.
Facts.
If you love me, go get on your Spotify, your titles, your YouTube musics, your Apple musics,
Spotify's, your Deezers, your Pandoras,
whatever you got, man. It's all there.
Your Amazons. This is we make moment music.
Yeah.
We make moment music, and to give you an idea what that is, this tape altogether is about 14 minutes. How long does it take you to get home?
About 14 minutes.
Get in your car. 15 minutes. Get in your car. Okay. Put on the tape, and by the time you pulling up to your crib, the end of the album will be going off. And we give you 4 different flavors so that you have different things that you go to your ride. There are different things that you can consider, and then when you get to your destination, you can hop out and you finished it. You have consumed something. You know,
Word.
it's like a short story in the form of an audio book. This music.
And the crazy thing is, there's 3 of them. So like, check those other 2 out.
Check them out, people.
Yeah,
check those 2 out.
Check them out. Check out the whole series, the whole saga, the Salem Avenue tape saga.
Facts.
1, 2, and just released 3. Man,
the Sat saga. Sat have several seats.
Have
several seats.
Nice.
Sat.
We actually.
Kim Mellows.
Shout out to my black queens. It's given.
Kim Mellows, King Ami.
Sheesh.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely, bro.
Man, Salem Avenue. Man, what? I don't even know what to say because they done said it all.
This is me plugging it in.
Indeed.
Facts.
Indeed. Continue to check them out. Links in the description. Their link tree is in the description. So make sure you connect with them on all platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, what have you, as well as their streaming platforms. Until next time, it's the Plug Listening Sesh.
Peace.
Stay plugged in, people. Stay plugged in.
Love y'all, man.